Getting a new look this morning at the wildfire devastation in France. The monster fire in the Bordeaux region has burned up hundreds of square kilometers of land and prompted what is believed to be the largest ever peacetime evacuation in the country. Soaring temperatures today could stoke the flames. Scenes this morning will be familiar to anyone who's seen the wildfire aftermath in Canada. People in this French town now allowed to return home to assess the damage. This as nearby firefighters continue to tackle the flames across the region.
It's very difficult for the firemen to fight the fire because the wind is very strong, extreme droughts, very high temperatures.
Another European heat wave is expected to peak today in France. That's likely to make already dangerous fire conditions much worse. Windy conditions also fanning the flames, pushing fire crews to their limit. Thousands of personnel working long hours around the region, fighting the flames from the ground and also the sky, as thousands more residents have been told to head to places like this, evacuation centers. We'll turn now to Ross Cullen, who is in Bordeaux, a region synonymous with the wine industry. Ross, this morning at a vineyard and looking at where crews are now focusing their efforts.
Yeah, that's right, David. We are seeing crews focusing their efforts to the west of Bordeaux, but this region is synonymous, as you say, with wine. Interestingly, vines actually, because they're very low level, no more than 2-3 meters at the maximum, can act as a fire break between forests. And so, in fact, we are often seeing vines having a secondary purpose, not just providing wine, but also providing a break for crews. We've seen fires restarting overnight and then being controlled in the area around La Temple, also Longton as well in Gironde, the overall Bordeaux region. They are trying to deal with these little reignition of previously controlled fires, but overall they describe Tuesday night into Wednesday, the night that we've just had, as another steady night, although temperatures are on the rise.
And Ross, temperatures and winds creating challenging conditions for those fire crews we see trying to fight back those flames. How are they managing through particularly this new heat?
Yeah, I mean, as you know, in Canada, the management of wildfires depends so much on the weather, the direction of the wind, and the wind is starting to pick up now. The temperatures are heading towards 42, 43 degrees out here today, expected late afternoon. So it's going to be very challenging for the fire crews to deal with this situation. However, cooler temperatures are on the way later in the week, David. And so what the crews are focusing on, 24 to 36 hours now of crucial firefighting to try to get through this period. It's very dry, it's very flammable, the ground is rock hard, and a lot of the vegetation was spurred on by a very wet winter. Lots of growth around March and April, and then all of a sudden heat waves, May, June and July have turned all of that vegetation to tinder. That's why it's been lighting up so quickly. But overall, if they feel that if they can get through this period, Wednesday, Thursday, extreme heat, then they might have some cooler weather later on towards the end of the week. But they do say, the fire service, they are staying at full mobilization levels. This is a war that they're determined to win.
Ross, the sheer scale of the evacuations is just staggering. Hundreds of thousands of people forced out. Where do they go?
Hundreds of thousands in France and Spain. The numbers really are staggering, just like the size of the fires described as XXL, monstrous, unprecedented, historic. Where the people go is to evacuation centres, like one where we were earlier this morning in Bordeaux, where people have temporary accommodation. And then as soon as their village is declared fire safe, they are leaving and being able to go back to their homes. But it's not just residents. This is late July, the middle of the summer holidays, and this is a key vacation destination. People coming to the beaches of this region, the countryside of this region, French tourists and foreign tourists. And just on Tuesday, 4,000 more tourists had to leave campsites. That holiday destination was ordered to be evacuated. So we are seeing new evacuations, but also people coming to an end of their period when they were evacuated, able to go home. The situation is challenging. The situation is changing, just like the weather conditions, which is what we are fearing today.
Ross Cullen, thank you very much.